Oh, Fang Lairs being highlighted and given away for free? That's fantastic. What's going on, YouTube? Today we have our next Elder Scrolls Online challenge, and the nice thing is all you need to do is log in for the first one and then do some dungeons for the second. We also know what the theme for the Seals of Endeavors will be in the month of September. Let's jump on into it. And so let's jump into it. Delve into special rewards including free DLC during September's Anniversary Spotlight. The latest 10-year Anniversary Spotlight comes to you this September as it shines into the hidden quarters of Tamriel's dungeons, getting a free dungeon from daily login rewards, a free costume and arms pack, and you earn Undaunted keys as you complete your daily endeavors. Now, I just want to hit that highlight here there at the end again because that is huge. The Undaunted keys are some of the most valuable currencies in the game. Being able to get them for doing mundane activities like complete a random daily dungeon, go complete City of Ash 1. If you're getting guaranteed Undaunted keys for doing easy activities like that, that is something that we need to definitely be focused on. Let's jump into the other components here. And to get access to the dungeons, you just need to log in for 3 days in the month of September to get Fang Lair. Literally David's favorite hard mode. In fact, I would say just run this bad boy on hard mode every single time. If you love the show Hole in the Wall, you'll love this hard mode. And the second one is you just log in for 4 days and you get Scale Collar Peak. And I also think ESO 2025 might focus on Peryite. This is just a ESO anniversary event highlighting Peryite. Just want to throw that out there. Let's move on. As notably, if you complete those dungeons on normal, which will give you the achievements that are highlighted here, Fang Lair Vanquisher and Scale Collar Peak Vanquisher, you gain access to 2 free rewards. The first one being on the left here, you gain access to this nice little costume, but if you want to get this arms pack on the right, it's a beautiful arms pack. All you need to do is earn a total of 10 Undaunted keys, getting the achievement Returned Undaunted. So, if you complete the 2 dungeons up top, you get access to this costume. If you have gotten or gained 10 Undaunted keys and get the achievement Returned Undaunted, then you will gain access to the arms pack. But notably, importantly, endeavor alongside the Undaunted. During the month of September, you're going to gain access to thematic endeavors. And this is exceptionally important because you're going to get Undaunted keys. Undaunted keys are one of the most annoying currencies to get in the game because they're on a rotational basis. I'm actually going to show you some examples of ways to farm Undaunted keys, but they can be pretty annoying. And being able to actually go out and get guaranteed Undaunted keys by doing daily endeavors is pretty big, because oftentimes the daily endeavors are relatively straightforward. It might be deal damage, it might be kill a certain monster type, it might be complete a certain dungeon. And by doing that, you're gaining Undaunted keys, which is going to be a very valuable currency, whether you're any sort of player. Returning, endgame, mid-game, half mid-game, northeast, west. Any player type, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing these Seals of Endeavor. And we are here inside of the Undaunted Enclave. For those of you who don't know, there's one inside all of the major alliance capitals. I just picked the DC because that's the best alliance. And you're going to be able to get Undaunted keys by talking to these 2 individuals, or this one over here, and completing daily quests. Now, what they're going to be is giving you a rotational basis of different pledges. For example, this is Eden Hollow. And this one over here is Fallenfell. Now, these 2 offer exceptionally easy dungeons comparatively. Why is that? Well, each of these 2 individuals has a different pool of dungeons that they pull from. And while there definitely are some annoying ones, this one over here, she gives you the DLC ones. And most DLC dungeons are exceptionally annoying. So, if you're just trying to get 10 Undaunted keys, I actually would suggest that you would rotate between doing these 2 Undaunted daily pledges on Veteran Hard Mode, as if you complete the hard mode of that dungeon, you get 2 Undaunted keys, versus if you complete it either on normal or just on Veteran without the hard mode, you only get 1 Undaunted key. And usually these ones, such as completing Fallenfell, are relatively straightforward to farm on Veteran Hard Mode, because realistically, power creep has made the game significantly easier when it comes to old base game content. Nobody's out there really struggling to kill the world bosses in Glenumbra, head on over to Murkmire, and that'll tell you what a real world boss looks like. And when it comes to these daily quests, they're like every other daily quest essentially in the game. You could do these on multiple characters. So you can complete Vollenfell on one character, you can swap and rotate and do it on the next. The nice thing too is that as you complete these dungeons, there's going to be tons of people queuing for these. We're going to have the Undaunted Celebration event, which is going to be a massive time to farm dungeons. It will have its own dedicated video, and I'm also going to be accompanying with it dungeon sets that you need to own, because for those of you who don't know, when the Undaunted Celebration event starts, you gain actual extra loot from farming dungeons. So if you're trying to complete your sticker book and get really annoying to farm dungeon sets, it is literally the perfect time to do so. So that will also be a video that's made sometime next week, as we kind of figure out when that will occur. I think the Undaunted Celebration event is slated to start around the first or second week of September, because that's usually around when it starts, but ZeniMax doesn't always give us super long of a heads up, unfortunately, but that's okay. Always like a little bit of a surprise. And overall, these are going to be really easy rewards for you to achieve, but what's key about it and why I'm saying so much on it is it's essential. Undaunted keys can be one of the most annoying currencies in the game when you need them. So what that means is that when you don't need your Undaunted keys and you're desperately not trying to get them, that's when you want to farm them. They are probably the hardest resource to keep a good stock of in the game, in my opinion, because until they do the curated drop change for all servers, we were wasting tons of Undaunted keys to get guaranteed shoulders. You know, for example, I just needed a baby basic Swarm Mother's shoulder. It gives 1 piece magicka and stamina, right? Just super basic. I needed it, though, to be a medium armor. I had Gaze of Sithis head, and then I had regular light armor, so I needed a medium shoulder. I think I spent over 60 keys to get a medium base game dungeon shoulder that I needed. So, and you can see that if you're only getting 2 Undaunted keys per, and that's if you do the hard mode of the dungeon, and you only have a limited amount of characters, and you could potentially were wasting as many as 60, it was an annoying resource. However, thankfully, with the change to the Undaunted vendor, now it's going to be curated drops, so that's going to make things better, but curated drops are also not here yet on console, but stay tuned for that. Very quickly, what's a curated drop? Basically, it means you're guaranteed to get an item you don't have, and then it bounds to your sticker book, and then you could reconstruct it in the future, and then once the sticker book is full, then you can get any item again. It works basically how it does for the mask. So if you were to complete the veteran dungeon, you would get the mask guaranteed, and it would be either in light, medium, or heavy. If you already had light, it's 50-50 if you would get medium or heavy. But everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching. Bit of a quick video here as I'm getting ready to go to one of my final soccer games. Next week, we will be streaming every single day of the week, barring some sort of stupid work emergency. And we're looking at 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. as the kind of start time. And I'll be using your guys' feedback to make videos. We'll be focusing on top 10s, set guides, such as top 10 sets that you need to farm from dungeons, because that's the perfect time to make a video like that for the Undaunted Celebration event. So that way, if you want to get into different types of content, you can stock up on those really good dungeon sets. Because let's not forget, Q4 is a nice little PvP update. We don't know everything about it yet, but we know it's going to be PvPs, so there's some good PvP sets that you might want to get from dungeons. There's going to be obviously some of the best in slot endgame PvE gear is also from dungeons. Some of the best solo gears from dungeon, and guess what? As the Undaunted Celebration event goes on, pretty much every single dungeon will be farmed. So it's just a great time to talk about those things and more. So I'll catch you guys there. And as always, we're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed. All you have to do is be subscribed and follow on Twitch and Twitter for 2 additional entries. Leave a comment below. Tell me what your favorite dungeon set is, whether it's for PvP, PvE, or solo content, arena content. Give me a little bit of a blurb. What is your favorite dungeon set that you utilize? It can also be a monster set. And the third thing is just look for a hidden word to be flashed upon the screen. If you're the first person to comment that word, you will win. I want to thank you guys one last time. I also want to show you something pretty cool because you guys stuck around to the end of the video. And that is, on Goodwill's auction site, I found the original statue of Molag Bal that was released in the collector's edition. And the funny thing is when Elder Scrolls Online released, I was 17 years old, so buying a collector's edition was a bit out of my price range, which is crazy because I'm 27 years old now. So it's very cool that I was able to find that there and snag it. So trying to collect some of the statues. I have the 10-year anniversary one on the way, as well as those commemorative little coin things. But thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys next week. We'll be streaming every day, so I'll see you there. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.